Yeah, I'm going to ad lib a little bit today. I had hoped to put on one class and it didn't quite work out like I would hope for. So I have to do some more research to see if I can truly put it on like I want to. Anyways, Cheryl, I'm sure is going to join us here in a minute. But we're going to do roundtable discussion today, give you guys an opportunity to talk about what classes you guys want to see coming up, anything you want to see like from an EXP standpoint, how to use something specifically, things like that. We're going to talk about tomorrow. We're going to talk about our video series, and then we're going to talk about the Branko Sales Mastery series. So let's open it up to you guys online, as well as you all here in the office, and say, what future classes would you guys like to see? Because we are coming to the end of the quarter. Next week, we are going to do a wrap up of the first quarter. We talked about the 12-week year at the very beginning. We're going to every quarter talk about, hey, are you where you want to be for your current goals and what you were at for your future for the year, and then break it down into smaller quarters so people can try and watch that incrementally. Cool. All right. What future classes? Come on, y'all. Tammy, stop thinking and start talking. I know you have something to say. That's right. Cheryl, what you got?
I think we need to cover the updates to the FHSD, that fire hardening.
Updates to FHSD.
Laurel and Tara are really good about keeping us informed, but
Yep.
So many agents don't know what's going on.
Gotcha. So you guys all know what FHDS is. It's a fire hardening disclosure. It's for people that are out selling in rural areas. Obviously, Cheryl Hansen's here, and that's one of her specialties and where she focuses a lot of her attention. So that happens on a regular basis out there. I had clients calling me on it yesterday, and we kind of talked about the insurance out there and other things, and it kind of blew my clients away and made them decide they were going to stay in the suburbs. So FHDS, okay, that's cool. That's a good one. I do have our tax person coming in. I think it's the first week of May. So after tax time or after the scheduled tax time. I know we all get extra time now because of the weather, which is strange to me, but
You get extra time.
I heard that there was a comment made by the feds that they were going to give us an extra month because of severe weather this year. Did you guys not hear that? Okay, then don't listen to me. I don't know anything. I just heard it from somebody else. I was speaking hearsay. Okay.
I heard it this morning on the news.
Okay. All right. So Tammy confirmed it. Wayne seconds it. It must be gospel. We all have extra time. Don't worry about filing your taxes. If anything bad happens, you can blame Wayne and Tammy.
That's right.
What about a class on
Social Security.
so many of them?
All right. Like how Social Security works or what the benefits are. Are we talking like a financial person?
Yeah, I would like to have that.
Okay.
Dana Riolo, were you going to have her come?
Donna Riola's our tax
Or
lady.
Donna? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to have her. Yeah, I need that.
Okay, so retirement age. I have a great guy that I use him for my dad and my personal stuff. From a financial standpoint, I can talk to Richard and see if we can come in and do something.
So full retirement age isn't 65. So if you start collecting at 65 and make a certain amount of money, then you get
You get dinged.
dinged.
Yep. Worse than dinged. You get something else. Okay. Cool. What else? Man, is everybody taking a nap today? What's going on here?
Thinking, anything, I don't like if Kelly wants to do like a refresher on some of our world stuff.
That'd be good.
Because I'm starting to use it more and more. And yeah, the more you use it, the more it gets easier. But man, it's so frustrating every time I get in there. It's like I end up like walking around everywhere.
All right. So in case you guys didn't hear, Cheryl Hansen had requested more information on the world. Kelly to do a refresher. Just so you guys know, Kelly records little snippets of things about the world on how to get to certain places. That is all has been created into a video series. It is on our YouTube channel as a company, so you can go and look at it anytime you want to. But also, it is in an email series that will start. I think it starts the 1st of April. And they're going to come out every 5 days. And I want to say there's like 23 messages so far. We will continue to add to it so that you're going to get regular, just little tips and tricks as we go. But like I said, our YouTube channel has everything on there, and it's a playlist, and it says EXP World and different things. So you have easy access to it. So yes. When you look at the what's it called?
Newsletter.
The newsletter, there is a tab that says our YouTube channel, trainings and stuff. Yep, 100%.
If you're not seeing the newsletter, check your spam. And if you're still not seeing it, then you need to make sure that I have your correct email address or check your system, because sometimes some people it's like blocked.
Stace, do you get that from us? I'm pretty sure I have you on there, but I'm thinking through.
Say it again.
You get our newsletter. It comes out every Friday, New Vision News.
I don't. Why am I not on there?
I don't know. I'll add you. I'll make sure
Thank
Kelly
you.
and Stacy down there. She's with us all the time, so
Yeah.
make her feel included.
Yeah. And maybe I know what's happening.
Hey, Stacy, Cheryl Hansen has a question for you also, since we're just kind of round
Yes,
table.
ma'am.
What are the feds gonna do today?
They
What are
raised
they gonna
it.
do today?
They raised it a quarter.
A quarter?
It just happened. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. I'm
That's
gonna
better than a half. They were predicting a half. So
give Stace a chance to talk at the
Oh,
end
there's
too,
the-
because a couple of things are going on in our world.
mhm.
So what else? What else would you guys like? Wayne and Shannon, I know you did not just come here for the free lunch. Come on, you must have something good to say.
I have a problem with rate buy downs. And the reason why I have a problem with rate buy downs is because I just, someone was like, okay, $16,000 to buy a 2-1. And in the first year, they're only saving $360 a month. And I would say that they would be better. So if you do, let's just say 360 times 12, that's 4,300. And then the next year, it's even less. It's a 2-1. I think that it's better to train agents to get the closing cost credit of like 10,000, even if it's not the 16,000, the 10,000, and the buyer's still getting more. Because if they just move their 10,000 into, because they're trying to sell it, well, your payment's only this, it's 360 less. But they're really only getting a full benefit of, let's say, 6,000 or 7,000 out of the 16,000. So it's the lender that actually makes out, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
I would rather see better strategic options to get closing costs to then show a buyer, like, listen, you don't need a 2-1, and maybe I misunderstand it, but I'm pretty knowledgeable in that area. I'd rather get a $10,000 credit, and then you get that instead of coming in closing costs with 10,000, that 10,000 you can use as a
To supplement,
to
yeah.
supplement it. And then when the refis happen, refi, because if if the rates go down and you refi after a year, you don't get that back. So
You do.
oh,
You get it back. You get all, whatever is not used.
It's a different lender, I think.
I don't know. Stace,
Yes.
hold on. Yeah, so I want to let Stacy, obviously she's the lender, and we all see it and we hear it, and we've been in this business long enough. We think we get it. Well, let's have the lender give us a little feedback. So go ahead, Stace.
So first of all, I do not disagree with your thought process on how that works. A lot of the times, the clients are super sensitive to the payment and kind of baby stepping their way in. So maybe they're not as savvy as what you're explaining. And so they would just want that lower payment and don't care what happens, to the money, but it is incorrect. So if they refinance in that period of time, the money is refunded back to them towards their principal balance. They don't get a check. It doesn't come to them directly, but it does go back to their principal balance, unlike a traditional permanent buy down, which would just be gone. Does that
Okay.
answer your question?
Yeah, so if let's just, so that's kind of what the better, I might have been confusing it with the upfront PMI payment.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think some good training and saying, okay, let's take a look at what we can do. What are you focused on payment?
Mhm.
And this is what happens. And then if you refi, this amount will go towards your towards your payment, or you can kind of put this, what they would pay towards closing costs. If you
Mhm.
get 16,000, right, depending on fees, and then how that would look in terms of supplementing their payment. Because I think that that's the buyers need that education.
Yeah.
And as agents, we become more valuable, really understanding the finances, the
Yeah.
financial benefit of one or the other.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Yeah.
So,
I think that would be a good class or good training to say, okay, as, maybe use, have a buyer, maybe a couple buyer scenarios as a
Mhm.
lender. And then we walk through it and we come up with a way to explain this to our client and show them what's maybe more advantageous. And then they can make the decision, but at least this way we're coming across as lenders and as agents of really making sure that this is a sound move forward for them and how to do it strategically.
And it is absolutely, I mean, the best, most successful realtors are partnered with a lender that they trust and they educate together. So that is super important. I know Tammy and I struggled on this one with a client previously, because no matter how I explained it or sent a sample or gave an example, they just were not getting it, right? So we went over, I mean, I literally probably sent 10, 20, 30, I don't even know how many emails and discussed it send the email, then discuss it with them on the phone. And, so it is really important that the realtor 100% understand it, but that doesn't guarantee that, you lead them to water, you can't force them to drink. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they will totally get it, but I do agree with you that helping them, educating them on making a sound financial decision and not just going for the lower payment, right? It's very short-sighted.
Gotcha. Kelly, you got a question?
Yeah, so just in connection with this, like an honest to goodness set aside training with visuals and, this is,
Stacy better be putting that together.
I've heard explanation, but I still don't fully grasp the concept.
Yeah,
It would
so
be helpful to have an in-depth training.
it would be
Yes.
great to show the side-by-side comparison of
Mhm.
monthly payment savings, but total savings over the year and the 2 year and how much you're putting up. Hey, Stace,
Yes.
is it possible to buy out the MIP
Yes,
on a FHA or just on?
not on FHA. FHA has mortgage insurance for life of the loan. So
Okay.
on a conventional loan, you can. It's
Yeah,
just
if you're doing
very
5%
expensive.
down.
It's just very expensive.
Well, I'm
I
just
think
saying
that, yeah,
an
I mean,
option.
you can, it's expensive, especially now.
Gotcha.
Well, and then if they refinance, that's the other thing. If they refinance then that is gone, correct on that, Stacy?
For a conventional loan,
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you bought
so
out the
it's-
MIP.
yes, correct. Yeah, if they have 20% equity or they buy it out, yes, it is gone.
Gotcha. Well, and like I said, it's a comparison, apples versus apples. I
Right.
buy out your MIP, it costs $16,000. You save 180 for 6 years or whatever that is. In year one,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. 2, 3, and 4 doesn't make sense, but by year 5, it does make sense. And that's why I have to describe that to somebody. But like you said, it is 100% an education piece.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, I mean, I think there are a lot of people that dollars and cents, agents, lenders, and buyers, that it is, what is my payment? And that's the thing that matters the most.
Mhm.
But to be able to educate and be able to show, like you said, with graphs, with pictures, so you
Mhm.
don't have to have 20 conversations with someone.
And you may still have 20 conversations,
Yeah, exactly.
Since
which
they-
is fine. I mean, you want them to understand, right?
Mhm.
I run into this a lot with people that come and say, hey, I want down payment assistance. And of course, I offer every single down payment assistance program out there, including the magical 20%, which I'm not a super fan of, by the way. But I always try to sway them away from down payment assistance and say, hey, can you get a gift? hey, can we get a seller credit? Hey, can you borrow from your 401k? Because the interest rate is so much more. Their LTV is now maxed out over 100% most of the time. And it's just not the best option if they have other options. So again, educating them on what does that look like side by side. And the payment's going to be less because on down payment assistance, the interest rates are 1%, 1.5% higher than they are right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, which affects their buying power as well, obviously, because their debt to income ratio on down payment assistance is, 43 to 45, depending on the program. So then they can't borrow as much. I mean, it's a whole thing, right? So if they only have 2 nickels to rub together, then we're doing the down payment assistance, but try to get them away from it and give them other options.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So we'll get on the calendar for that. I'll get with Kelly or you call me and we'll try to figure out when to do that.
Yep, sounds good.
I was gonna say it's important for the agents to know that because most of the time we're face to face with the client. So it's
Yeah.
hard to, explain things when you're not in person or on the phone or via email. So I think that if agents really understand how to do this, then it only increases your value to your client, where then they're not more likely. I mean, I never really worry about that. But that if they go into open house to try to use another agent, like you're really creating value. And then when they learn something there, I feel like they're more likely then to refer you because you've just helped them make a sound decision and they've learned something. And now your credibility has just gone up rather than you just helped them buy a house. So I think that is an important value for an agent as well.
I just refer there.
So I
Cool.
think that would be good for all agents.
All right, so I got lending class 2-1 buy down, MIP buyout, just
Mhm.
like a side by side or I guess a slideshow to describe dollars and cents monthly as well as overall, how that helps. And like I said, it's education piece for our clients.
Please clarify what the acronyms are for those of us who don't understand loan agreements.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Anything else? Anything else? Anybody?
That sounded like a yes.
Shannon is deciding if she wants to talk or not.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll let you guys come back to that and we'll go through the next couple things. So first of all, tomorrow, you guys all know Thursday, 10 a.m. at PCAR. Yes.
Yes.
You guys receive you receive messages, text, email, whatever, to let you know that tomorrow at 10 o'clock PCAR is a top producer panel. Val Turner and Barry Mathis are on there, are the 2 I know. There's another gentleman, his name is Asher Bell. I believe he's also on Val Turner's team. And then the last lady, I don't know who she is, but if she made it to the panel, she must be a good producer. So
Mhm.
something good for you guys to check out tomorrow. No, okay. So real quick, great question. It's not being Zoomed. It will not be live, but within 24 hours, it will be recorded and it will be uploaded to brentgove.com and you guys will be able to watch it. I mean, maybe 48 hours max, but yeah, it'll be available if you can't see it in live and in person tomorrow. So for those of you guys that are out recruiting, trying to share information with agents, Steve and I have been in the process creating a video series for you to send to prospective agents, and it's coming soon. We're super close. Literally, you will send them a website address. It will pop open. It will be a landing page with a little bit of information about New Vision. It is a video. There will be a couple of them. Steve and I are each going to create them and see which one we can get the most traction. Tells a little bit about what New Vision is as a whole, and then it offers to have them take a call with us just to find out more details, but it gives them a little snapshot of who we are as our team. Then it goes into, hey, would you like to schedule a meeting with us? And then it gives them a third phase or third step, which is a video about EXP, which is also about 10 minutes long. So it'll just be something for those of you that are nervous about having a discussion or not sure what to say. You'll be able to say, would you like to check out what we're offering? And you'll be able to send them a link and they'll be able to get in and do some due diligence. And it'll just be a nice little something we can send to them and share with them. That may help you guys with your recruiting if that's what you're focusing your attention on. Cool. All right. Last thing, YouTube, Brent Gove, on Tuesdays at 2:10, Brent is doing a thing called the Sales Mastery Series. And ultimately, with the market slow, no inventory, rates up, whatever it is, he is really focusing on us as doing production. So he did a great call yesterday. He talks all about open houses, but he's going to do that every single week. It is live with zoomwithbrent.com. I'm sorry. Is it zoomwithbrent.live, right? Shoot. Hang tight 1 second. Zoom. So zoomwithbrent.live. I just wanted to verify I had the right address there. So zoomwithbrent.live. And this is it right here. I have it up on the screen.
Yep, round the button, baby.
Sorry, I wasn't watching. Tony doesn't watch it. It's under YouTube.
He's crazy.
Right there.
Tuesdays at 2:10?
2:10, yeah. So he runs another call from 1:30 that goes till right at 2, and he wants a few minutes to grab a potty break, refill his coffee, whatever he wants to do. But it's 20 minutes long, so 2:10 to 2:30. It's just a real quick little inspiration, ideas on what to do. He talks about massive action, and he actually talks a lot about how to get buyers kind of that really want to make that move. We all have buyers that are like, well, if the rates go down, or if I could find the right house. And what he's talking about is get so many buyers in your plate, in your corral, whatever, that you can, the ones that have to buy now, going through a divorce situation, lost a job, or, you know, families expanding, whatever it is, that are like, I have to do something right now, so that you have buyers that are continuously looking. So that was kind of my spiel for today. Like I said, kind of thin, but I couldn't get the other one I wanted, so we're ad-libbing a little bit. Anything else? Any questions? Any other ideas on classes? No.
I will say, Gary, if any of your people want information or details on this 20% down payment assistance thing, call me after Monday, because the guidelines are not out, no matter what anyone on
Comes out
Facebook
Monday,
says.
right? Yeah,
What's that?
comes out on Monday, right? Okay.
It does, yeah. I mean, we did a training this Monday, but they didn't tell us what's the FICO. They didn't tell us a lot of details that are very critical. But I would like to discuss with any realtor that wants to talk about it. It's one of those very, small as a pinhole kind of programs that will not last long. And I'm not sure that it's the best option. But it's obviously going to fit a good amount of people. I mean, if they give 100,000 to 3,000 people, they're out of money, right? Immediately.
Yeah.
In 2 years, that's only how much they have for 2 years. So it's going to be, everyone's like, oh my God, we got to do it. I'm like, you realize how much 20% down is in California?
Yeah, true.
They only have 150,000 this year, and they're doing it in 50,000 increments. So it'll be like, boom, out of money,
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, if anyone wants information, call me. I do have a booklet for specific questions, and then I'll know all the details on Monday.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody got needs or wants? Anybody got buyers looking and they can't find a specific house or have a listing coming up or anything like that? Want to share with us?
Sure. Anything 850, between 750, 850, Auburn, Lincoln, Rockland, Loomis, over a quarter acre of a lot, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Pool is great if you have a pool, but if it had all the bells and whistles, reasonably updated. So anything in that area below 850, but it's going to need to be big. And, I think the price range is like 700. They don't like anything really below 700.
Gotcha. Audrey Cheek has a single story 2,300 square feet with a pool. I don't know if the lot size is a quarter acre. It's right on the other side of 65. So it actually still falls in Roseville, but it's surrounded by Rockland, Highland Park. So
Yeah,
it's
is
in
it-
that. Yeah. So I know that's coming up in a week.
Okay.
It's a divorce situation. So she talked about it on Monday.
What was it?
Audrey Cheek. Yeah, it's 2,300 square feet. Like I said, 4-2 single story. It's a pretty good sized lot with the pool and everything. I don't think it's quite a quarter.
Yeah, they're looking for a lot, but I'll check it out.
Okay. Cool. Anybody else? Wants, needs? Oh, nice,
in Sun City, Lincoln Hills.
nice.
That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Sausalito model. It's on the market now. It's at $750.
Okay,
Deal.
very cool.
Deal.
Tammy, you got any wants, needs, buyers that need something that we can help you fill?
No, but I have to tell you that I have acceptance on one property of my 1031.
Yay!
Yay!
Love it.
My first deal.
It's about time, nice.
I know. I'm like, we're hitting the 250 mark on house showings. Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
done.
And your first transaction is a 1031 exchange. What?
All right.
Oh,
Anywho,
goodness.
I've got 2 more that I just got back from a showing and I hope they make an offer. The rule is now when you go look, you better be making an offer because mama's tired.
And
I'm like waxed from them. They have totally worn me out, but it has been a journey and I've learned a lot about people, a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I've had some
Absolutely.
shenanigans pulled and it's been funny. I can laugh about it now.
That's okay. Carol, you got something else?
Yeah, no wants and needs. I'm trying to just muddle through my stuff.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
I have a buyer looking for a 5-acre and below. It could be 50 quarter or Auburn 80 quarter house with a barn. All I need, $850. Come on.
All right, and a cash buyer, nice, nice. I have a listing going active either tonight or tomorrow morning. Pictures were done today. It's staged. It's a 4.2, 1,350 square feet. Just had some recent renovations done to it. It is in Rosemont, right over off of Watts and Kiefer. We're going to market 434,900. And then I'm going to have 2 acres, 1,500 square feet up in Somerset as soon as the snow melts so we can get to the house. And that'll be like 3.25.
Lovely.
We got an interesting one. Yeah, it's got 35 lots for sale
35 lots for sale. We're at,
in Hidden Valley Lake.
where's Hidden Valley Lake?
Santa Rosa, yeah, north of Santa Rosa, about 45 minutes.
North of Santa Rosa. Let's
They're all over.
let's talk about that. I might have something you can at least talk to somebody up there.
They're 35 grand a piece.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give you somebody's name to talk to. So if you guys got anybody that wants to buy a lot, build a small development, 35 grand a lot. What's the name of it again?
Hidden Valley Lake.
Hidden Valley Lake above Santa Rosa.
And power and sewer.
All right, power and sewer already in. Cool. Anything else, Stace? Anything lending you want to chat? We talked a lot about lending today, but anything else
Yeah.
you want to add in?
No, nothing. Anyone that has any questions or scenarios, just reach out to me. I am 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. So you should be able to catch up with me at some point.
Sweet, sounds good. All right. Those of you that are online, you don't get a chance to win, so you guys are out. See you later. Bye, y'all.